Going live. It says Hangout is live. Beautiful. Woo! Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to have you guys here for our salad in a jar workshop. It's a big thing out on Pinterest. It's a big thing because it's spring and it's really kind of summer here actually already in Florida. So bathing suit season is upon us. So it's a good idea to do this. Not to mention, we all say we want more salads in our life and we want to eat healthier and, oh, I'll start it next time, or I hate pulling all that stuff out. So you may do one salad, and then how many of you all the ingredients go bad in the refrigerator, right? Mm-hmm. And then you clean it out and you toss it out and you're like, this is why I don't make salads, right?
That's exactly what I think.
Or you're one of those where you have the same old salads every time and you want something different. You know what I mean? Same old salads meaning 3 ingredients. And you're like, well, no wonder salads are boring and they're underrated. Nobody wants that, right? We want to have something a little bit more tasty. So salads in a jar, it has been a very popular, no, I'll use this one. Has been a very popular, I thought I had one right next to me, very popular new lunch craze. How many of y'all work outside of home?
Yes,
1, 2, 3, 4,
actually, I have a pharmacist that brings a salad and he puts dressing on it, and I'm like, how can you eat that? By the time he eats it, I'm like, it's gonna be soft. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring him one of the jars.
That's right. Then you're gonna say, this is what you do.
Exactly.
I did this with a actually I did this with a host, and one of the guests had booked a show 3 weeks later doing a freezer meal workshop. And when I got there 3 weeks later, she says, oh my gosh, I am so excited. Every Sunday night now, my husband and I each make 5 jars and they line them up in the refrigerator. And she said, we were loving it. And this was 3 weeks in, right? So you know you develop a good habit after 21 days. So she says, this has changed my life and I'm so excited. And we're just loving every bit of it. So, and the other beautiful thing about it is you can change your flavors. So if there are toppings that you do like, put them in there. If there are toppings that you don't like, obviously leave them out. So no one has to feel like, you know what I mean? You go to the restaurant, you're like, oh, can I leave this off, this off, this off? But you take this topping from that one, if you know. Here you go, you got your own. So anyway, and there are a couple key points to that. And one of them is how I'll show you this real quick, how you layer your salad in a jar. I know you got to read backwards if you're on the computer there. But that makes a big difference. So in speaking to that salad dressing part, it's all in how you layer it. Okay, so I have stations set up here, and you're going to actually walk around the room by station number. Okay, so you're going to say, so station 1 is dressings. So we're going to make our own fresh dressings here. You can, of course, use bottled dressings if you like. I personally prefer, I'm not a salad dressing eater. Honestly, I tend to eat, right?
Sour
you know me.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, no sour cream, no mayonnaise. I don't have big oil and vinegar fans. So, you know, I just don't know. Nope. I own this for other people. I leave my salad drying longer. But, so I like to make my own salad dressings for my family if they want it. We make our own salad dressings. You're certainly welcome to use a jar. But most of these ingredients you'll find you'll have already. So you can easily make your own and not have to worry about that open jar of dressing sitting in your refrigerator forever, right? I mean, how many of y'all have more than 5 open bottles in your refrigerator right now? Yeah. You don't want to admit it, that's okay. You don't have to admit it. But most people, I think, what it is they don't realize how easy it is and how delicious it is to actually make your own. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to make it up, make our own. So what we'll do is we're going to break up into stations, because the idea is that you learn how to do this yourself. It doesn't do you any good. I'm not teaching you a thing if I do it for you, and then all you do is fill your jar. You're like, well, how did she do that? And I can't do that. And oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to break up into groups, and we're going to go around to each of these stations, and you'll prep your food. And then when we're done, we'll come back, we'll grab our jars, and then you'll walk around your stations and fill. Okay, so I have station 1 here, 2, 3, and 4 are out on the big table out there, and then 5 is lettuce. You'll finish with.
Where does chicken fall in that before the lettuce?
It falls in protein.
Okay, so once they grill, it goes in there.
Yeah, and there's a bowl with just salad choppers waiting for the chicken. I saw that in there. But yeah, and actually, while you're talking about that, Christine, if anybody wants, maybe you can see me. What we're going to do with the chicken, and here's my biggest tip I love, love, love. How many of y'all have our meat tenderizer? Swear by the meat. Okay, this half of the room are superstars. Everybody over here has the meat tenderizer.
I know,
I'm
like,
going to pick on Stephanie.
Well, I use it to pound up the chicken so it's thinner. Like, they come in all different sizes. Some of them are size D now.
That's what I use. I use the cut and slice.
There's no training raw chicken out there. I'm sorry.
Protein cut.
They are, they're monsters, right? And so what we do is we work really hard to get the center cooked, and what we're doing in the process is we're drying the heck out of the chicken, and it tastes awful, so it's definitely not tasty. And yes, you can slice it in half and open it up and try to cook it that way, but what I'm going to tell you is that it will be much more tender and cook much more evenly if you pound it out with your meat tenderizer. So you can see how thick this is. It's at least an inch thick. And so what happens too with your muscle fibers of your chicken is it's all puffed up like this. So when you cook it, right, it seizes up, it gets tough. And so that makes us a tougher one. So when you pound it out with a meat tenderizer, it thins it out, it stretches out those fibers so it's separated. So then when it cooks, it's not going to seize up like this, it's going to stay this way, and you're going to retain a lot of the extra moisture. So you're going to have very nice, moist, tender chicken. If you're not, it'll be one of the biggest changes you've ever made in your kitchen with chicken. Everybody that I've done this for at a show, they buy my meat tenderizer. When I see them in a future show, they're like, oh my gosh, you guys have got to get the meat tenderizer. So when you first, like, she had what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 breasts of chicken in the package. This is what I like to talk about when I talk about how to do, like cooking on a shoestring budget. You want to make your food stretch further. Is buy your chicken like that, and before you freeze it, it's a Publix buy one get one free. Yeah.
So Wednesday.
So before you freeze it, put it in gallon-sized Ziploc bag and leave the top open, and then you're going to pound it out. And you'll see how these will come out. So one chicken breast that starts this way is going to end up this way. I kid you not. I feed my family of 4 with 2 chicken breasts every time I cook. So I put 2.
Wait till your son's 16. That will not happen.
Yeah.
I cannot fill the boy up.
My 20-year-old daughter eats more than my 14-year-old son at this point. But it really makes your chicken go along, right? So then if you end up using 3 chicken breasts, you'll probably have leftovers. I mean, there really is a lot of chicken in there. When you're doing it for salads, you're only going to put in an ounce, maybe 2 tops per salad, really. So this is going to go a long way with that. So, and the beauty of these things as well is that it's ergonomically designed not to hurt your wrist because it goes up and down like this. It's not this action, just shy of 2. I weighed it one time.
Well, I can tell people
Just shy of 2 pounds.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's ergonomically designed. So the tool is doing the work, not you. Okay. And then when you want to use it for red meat, if you are a red meat lover, all you have to do is unscrew it, stick it spikes out, and then you can tenderize your red meat. So,
and don't throw away that plastic thing. My mom did that. She's like, oh, I thought that was just for shipping. I'm like, no.
That's a buffer between the metals. You definitely want to keep that right there. And if they do lose it, I believe it's on a replacement part, so we can get them another one. Yeah, my mother-in-law did the same thing.
That's so funny.
This is also very another thing I would like to tell people too, if you're looking early in the morning walker, I run at 5 a.m. So I'm always in protection. I wear lights and things like that. This would be a great protection, and it's
only 2 pounds.
Yes.
Right.
One in each hand.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, you can go on things. We always like to brag that Hammer Chef products have multi-purposes. So here's your
I'll remember that when I'm running next time.
Anyway, so we'll need someone in this station here working with the grill pan. Love the grill pan. It's probably my most used piece in the kitchen. We have it in the double burner size, which, as you can see, I get this question all the time. Will it go over my glass top? Or you can get the single size for small. I panini everything. I mean, I'm known to panini whatever you know what I mean. It kind of like feels like a meal when you do something fancy for a regular sandwich, or just take some tortillas with some cheese and spinach and meat in there and just panini it up. It's amazing what you can do with the grill pan. And the press, again, kind of like the meat tenderizer. It's got the weight to it with the grill marks. So if you heat them up together, it kind of makes a little George Foreman effect for you, because then it's cooked from the top and the bottom. So once you pound your chicken out like this, it'll be pencil thin, and it'll cook 5 minutes. Not to mention, when I thawed chicken for my family tonight, I didn't take it out until like 4:30, and I set it on a piece of aluminum cookware. It thawed in less than an hour. all the way through. And I don't know if anybody else can do that, but.
Why
you
is
know.
that again? I always forget why that.
Because what it does, it will pull the and stretch the temperature through the whole piece of the pot. So it takes it out of the
So
meat.
it evenly disperses.
Yes.
Or
Same thing with your cooking. So that's why we can put it over the double burners, because it'll evenly disperse the temperature of whatever's in it. So it'll cook it evenly in there. So that's what this station is. And see, here's my, and that's the other thing about it. 8 minutes, I had one of those, it filled the whole bottom of this. It was together, but it was 2 chicken breasts, 8 minutes, and it cooked it perfect. So I think we had a quick little meal in less than 10 minutes while I was.
She prepared herself for her family before the meeting.
Yes.
how many people did that?
For the first time. Yeah, I don't usually. But anyway, so here's the tip for everybody and how it's going to make it work in your salad. So they will stay crisp in the refrigerator for 5 days. It's how you build it up. So you start with your dressing, and then you move up to non-absorbent veggies like cauliflower, bell peppers, cucumber, tomatoes, carrots, things that are not going to absorb all that dressing. So if you put lettuce or you put tomatoes or you put, you know what I mean, eggs, something like that next to it, it's going to absorb all that, and then it's going to start to break down, because right, that's what happens when things get really moist, they start to break down. So you got to put things that are not as absorbent, the stiffer things in there. And then you're going to go to the absorbent veggies: broccoli, avocados, mushrooms, onions, peas, radish, whatever you like to have in there, zucchinis. Protein is next: black beans, quinoa. I like to put quinoa on mine. Obviously, you would cook that up ahead of time and then put that in there. Chickpeas, edamame, chicken, ham, cheeses, any of those in the protein department. And then greens. So here's what I experienced that I didn't think to tell everybody the first time I made them. Is you're going to take your jar. Wide mouth is really great because then it dumps out easy. And not all of them are wide mouth. Some might have a more narrow mouth like this, and that's okay. Here's your tip for that. So you put your dressing in, and then when you put, what people did is they got so excited, they went around all the stations, they want to put a little bit of everything, right? So they got up to here, and they hadn't put the lettuce in. Little hit. So about half the jar of the toppings. Then you're going to put about 1 inch or so of lettuce.
Going up, there's lines.
Yeah, because it's measurement.
Some of
the ball jars do.
Some of them have that. If they don't, just eyeball half of it with your toppings and put about 1 inch or so. You want to save this much so that when you shake it up, you've got room for your dressing to toss and your so don't tossing a salad. You can, but it's nice if it's easier, because then once you dump it on a plate, it's kind of hard to toss it on your plate. You know what I mean? My husband eats out of his truck.
Yeah.
So when you're eating out of a truck, it's kind of hard to do,
Yeah, well, that's what I was
Mine are
thinking,
not
like.
wide mouth.
and you can't stick your fork all the way into all that, so you need to dump it into something. And I kid you not, if you dump one of these salads on a plate, you're gonna say, wow, that's like huge.
That's a lot of salad.
It's a lot of
It's
salad.
gonna be like going to sweet tomatoes.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Like knowing me, I'll
So,
probably just be like,
tip to
out of the
yourself.
jar.
I'm going to tell you this, and you're still going to fill way up and say, dang, she told me not to do that. Because it's your salad, and whatever happens after you make it, I don't care. What's that?
Bless you.
Oh, I
2
stopped
inches.
leaving about a 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch from the top.
So how much
lettuce
space for
Yeah.
protein?
For nothing. Yeah.
Well, protein is probably gonna get a thin layer.
Half full with toppings, and then you go about 1 inch of lettuce,
Three cups.
and then you leave the
And
rest,
if you have
so
a,
you can toss it.
if you have a regular milk jar,
So the
this
protein
a
is
wide milk
considered
jar.
part of the topping.
Yes.
So that
Protein
goes
is
into
considered part of the
into
topping.
2-cup part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have several different types of lettuce here to go from. We have a salad spinner. You guys all know you really got to rewash these. The last salad in a jar workshop I did last week, there was little shrimp all around, and you got to get into the folds of everything. Okay, so we have 2 different size baskets depending on how much of whatever you're doing. Then we'll save the inch for Rita. Okay. Anybody sees a little creepy?
You know what, in some countries, they'll eat them.
You don't even want to know what my husband saw on anybody.
That guy, that terrible guy on the food channel.
Oh, that you called it, yeah.
No,
I know how he does it.
no, it was a different guy. It was boneless chicken wings. Anybody know what a boneless chicken wing is actually?
Don't tell me.
She's like me.
The butt end of the chicken.
Oh no, not even a chicken. Not even a chicken. It's got a long, skinny, hairless tail. Let me just say. Oh yeah, there's a video of them. Yeah. So don't be. Woo! All right, so you guys ready?
Ready.
We've got all kinds of cool tools out of there. So I need someone at the chicken. I need someone making dressing. Someone doing lettuce. And then everybody else can filter in there. And you can rotate around. I'm gonna walk around in video so everybody can.
I would have tried that.
Go beat it.
Here's my other tip for that too. Just try to make sure that you don't the back of the bowl.
When you do the lettuces, that's gonna take up a lot of bulk. You'd like a dish pan or something.
That's
to
right.
put it in and get all the lettuces.
Well, these will probably be served out of here, and these can be served out of here. That's probably work.
Okay, so then you wanna wash these and put them in first. I mean, do you guys wash them?
I don't.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you know what, I'm told to really review. I wash them after the game. Sometimes. Yeah, me too. I was told to be surprised how dirty they are, but I don't know. There've been crews found in them.
I like little green frogs.
And we can start by cleaning just one if you want to do both. What do you think is everything?
Oh, the firelighter, that's fabulous. Show me how to work that thing.
That's pretty good. So it's a garlic here.
Oh.
No, that's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I wouldn't sure anybody would bring them. You, okay, what do we have here? Carrots. So we using some of these carrots?
They don't like it.
Yeah. Hands glove for the chicken.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have.
I have gloves. Anybody have gloves?
Yeah, there's a recipe on here. Yeah.
Chicken. We have some gloves. We'll put the chicken in that. Hold it down.
Oh, yeah.
Push it. And then it works like Manny. Yeah. Okay, got gloves here. I'll probably here. You want one? You want one? What are you doing? Oh, okay.
Nice.
I got a solution for that. Well, we have, yeah, we could probably make actually two of them. I think we have to move out. Hey, Christina, did we bring ingredients from more than one person?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I should have some gel up here. Whatever you have will make.
Because there's different, like, I have, honey, and what I like to do is I like to make
This is either one.
This is actually my favorite. Oh,
Yeah, you know what?
I use that There you go. We still solid making sure that
Yeah.
There we go. Right, where are you working at? I'm looking up to see if this. Oh, yeah. I don't think we do. No? I think they just made my last one. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, how big is, no, you know what, we just continue the Moroccan. Do you remember the Moroccan? Is that the one you're talking? I think so.
Hey, they're sitting there next to it.
Hello, you people who are us.
Oh, are we like,
Yes, you're showing your best stuff. You're showing them. Yes, you are.
All right.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure when we'll be back, but then we'll be back. I think about the guy who's going to get down to what. And another
Yes.
Okay. I had one a while ago, but I like you guys. Yeah. So,
And my kids are.
yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna move out here and show what's going on in the. Okay, let's look at what's going on out here for a little while.
Look at all the.
We got some spiralizing going on here. Or if I can figure out how to see it. I think I see Rita going on there.
Yeah, they're making me do things correctly.
So how do you do this as a show? Are you going to talk about that later?
More or less like what I just did.
You talk about it first.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just did. That's how I do it at a show. Okay. Here we go.
I don't know, what happened to it?
Was it in your
What?
bag?
Did you wash them all?
I did a couple here.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, but you might want to slice them or peel them, right?
Is it quick slice recommended for cheese? Like I use it, but yeah. Well, I was thinking if it was softer, like it's probably better. I mean, it works, but.
Yeah. I prefer it more for mushrooms, tomatoes, and strawberries.
One of the girls at work buys sliced cheese, and then when she saw it at the party last night, she's like, so I tried it when she wasn't around for work, but I was like, I don't know if that's really.
Oh, do them in there. I do mine. You want the
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. See what you like better. But yeah, close them up. Check that out. You just like.
I go with the coaching.
You are welcome.
Hi guys.
Unless there are more.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I have done everything from a rutabaga to sweet potato, squash, carrot.
Well, I was kind of like intimidated by it, so I haven't used it. And then someone bought one blind at the show, you know, and they called me and said, I don't know how to use it. So when I saw this guy, I was like, yay!
Yeah, it's always fun to play with. There is a video online.
Like the can opener, I use their video all the time.
Yeah. And this is a good tip for you too, when you're doing these as a show with your host, is to put the toppings on paper plates. Otherwise, you have a mountain of dishes. I've done it as well when you just leave it on the cutting board.
I mean, like if you only have one person using the cooking slice,
Should I use this for that? Should I use this for my?
No, that's fine, but you know what you might want to do? You can do some squash pepper. I personally like the carrots
Yeah, I thought I'd use some.
with the, which is why I have two of these here.
So we're done with the simple slices.
Yeah, that's probably good. If we find we need to do more, Yep. Be nice. We are filming. We are filming. We covered the film.
this 24. Or.
Are they being bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
What do you say, Rita, before you leave? Personally, my experience is they go to tomatoes. And you can either put them in here or. My experience.
We're gonna use this.
Oh, yeah. Have you used that? You know what I like to do?
Oh gosh, she just ordered.
Oh, she does.
No.
Apparently she does. You just kind of cut it into a wedge that's just in here. What I like about it is how it just gives it almost like a shred.
That's the only thing I've ever had returned, by the way, in my 4 years. But it was
See how they're feeling? So when you're putting them on a salad, it's kind of nice, so you don't end up with these humps. So we'll break some,
Where are we putting?
I get it exactly.
Are we doing all the carrots with grater or how is it?
I think it's best for these, yeah. Good size, orange carrots work well with the spiral slice. Or with a spiralizer, but my personal suggestion with a salad is they need to be shredded. That way too, they don't take up too much space in your jar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, I think so.
The more different cuts you can get on your veggies and salad, the more restaurants like.
Right, so Stephanie, I gotta ask you, how do you make your eggs?
Yeah, I put them in a pan and brought it up to a boil. You let it boil for 1 minute. And then you take it off the heat and let it sit for 13 minutes. But you know what I found? I did it in the rock crock and it's still boiling.
Oh,
And I think
it does retain heat, doesn't it?
I think that's why it turns green.
Yeah, mine always turns green.
Yeah, mine usually does.
Mine's rock crock, I put it on.
Yeah. I haven't used my rock crock for a whole lot. I usually use executive, whatever.
Yeah, me too. What else I tried a couple different ways. Like I steamed them with the steamer.
Oh, yeah.
Insert. Fantastic. And I used them in like a muffin pan.
Yeah, how that
in the
work
oven.
in the oven?
It worked out well.
Yeah, remember I worked.
Yeah, it was too. I had to try it.
Yeah,
No,
it
you
came
were
out.
gonna ask me. Thank you guys, you know.
It came out, I got it, yeah. That's very well put in.
Oh, I know.
Well, they're definitely not gonna
You don't like the rest of us in the night. So you like my rainbow carrots and stuff?
Yeah.
Now, are we going to, are we mixing them all together?
The carrots, yeah, she knows this one. They all pretty much taste the same. The only reason I'm supposed to use them. Yeah, you're right. The carrots.
I'm getting so excited to be with you guys.
I know, you gotta cry. So you're liking,
Yeah.
berries or
Yeah.
I gotta see when her husband says something in church and she laughs.
Oh, Rita, I gotta tell you, Heather and I did a bridal fair yesterday.
Yeah.
Convention center. It was a lot. So I walked into the convention center to check it out because we were in the lobby. And there was a photographer. Now, I didn't go all the way through it. She was a photographer's booth and it says white craze photography. I am not kidding. I tried to take a picture, but the lights were at me, so it wouldn't come out.
You're like, you like that?
Yeah, so,
No, actually, we have church, we have free services.
Oh, that's
Well, we'll go down, it's a huge super. So we'll go down, yeah, it's already started, yeah. Like, you know,
Well, it must officially be the end of the season. I stopped at our office to pick up my mail today and covered the clothes. There was a lid on the door. The office will now be closed for free. And the clubhouse is now open. They left the clubhouse open because they just mailed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting you?
Yeah, but
You know, pretty much to me.
okay, so
it's
Mike,
like
I was making French onion soup, I'm chopping 5 pounds of onions in the kitchen in the old house. And you know how we have a couch on the wall across the
here's
room?
the bag.
And he goes, those onions are tough. Oh, really? They're killing you across the room, you're gonna talk to me about that? Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
You hold it close to the shredder.
What are you guys, middle school children?
I'm gonna pull cover up the video. I know. The sun is still up, my dear. You're not
That is a weird.
I know, and that's cool. Yes, it looks like a seminar.
So am I putting radish in here?
Yeah.
What I did with the rest
That's
of
the
it.
end.
We're not washing these things.
They are washed.
They are washed.
I think I washed. But look, it's ready.
This is the nurse.
I'm just old school.
So the berries has tons of lakes, and they're all like interconnected with canals and stuff. And it's so funny, when we first started walking around, our neighborhood has one on the outside. You know, we don't have lakes here anymore. Very tragic.
Yes, it is.
I'm like, we're gonna find someone with a boat. We'll be like, oh, hey, Bobby, nice to meet you. Do you have a boat now? Okay.
Edwin is loving.
I really want to go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there. No, I want to use it. I'll give you the, and then we'll find also have.
I think that's a lot better.
We don't go on here, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it quietly because I didn't want to. But yeah, this is the only thing I've ever had returned.
Very hard.
Really?
It's awkward. No, it is.
All that,
Now
yeah.
it needs a nice shiny handle on the side.
Yeah.
Just hold on to the barrel, it's not the turn.
Oh, yes. It's live. I'm gonna walk around and show the table of food. Some of the things that we've gotten done here. Yeah, you can keep living if you want.
Not on.
Different types of carrots. We might need more carrots. Do
This
we need more
is on.
carrots in that?
This is how it comes.
They're shared, they're gonna want to put more.
Yeah, we've got more carrots. Let me get some carrot. Let
When
me
you-
see what's going on in here.
Oh, yeah, once. You can't do more than one thing.
Yes.
Oh, we got some.
Bernie's grilling some sugar. Oh, you don't get it.
I'm trying to figure out how to get it on there.
Mustard. They did it by taste.
Awesome. Ooh, that's a great idea. That's great. I'm gonna leave this right here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're different then. Yes. You think in the back of the table? Yeah, the back.
Oh, look at Christina. She loves that stuff over there. Okay.
You're doing a good job. We do have, this time, we have usually a different stuff for everyone. Like different well, I think you can make chicken, so no, that one is the, that's the kind, but this one is the flat one. So it's on the front cover of the catalog. That's the flat, one in the oven. Probably not microwave, very big, but it comes up on the grill. Unless you have a really good burner.
You go be salad and bar.
No, yeah. I love it. So I'm gonna stand outside, so if anyone asks if I'm outstanding.
Yes, you are, my dear.
Oh, you can't see it.
What? Oh, my kids would laugh. No, crack up laughing.
Oh, it says I'm gonna stand outside. If anyone asks, I'm outstanding.
Who's watching right now?
I know Lisa's gonna be watching the rebroadcast.
Yes, she will. Oh, here you go.
Oh, thank you. So this guy is the rock grill cover. So if you put this in the creamer, you can do like your own cold stone creamer. You basically call your toppings and mash it up. But it also has boiler, and grill.
We gotta go learn what to do with the veggie spiralizer because our good friend Rita is gonna show us how to use it. Let's watch Rita do the veggie spiralizer.
And you put it right in the middle. You're holding
I'm looking at it.
your veggie holder.
Do not watch my video on Facebook with you.
Your veggie holder is right in the middle, so you're gonna want to.
Where is that? Is that on our
veggie
team
and try to
page?
get it right in the middle.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
And when you start it, The first couple times,
Yes.
you're gonna wanna give it some pressure,
I hadn't used it
and
yet.
then once it engages, you can just turn the crank. If you're doing the linguine, it comes out this side, the butterfly comes out another side, and the
No, it all comes out one side.
Oh, what am I?
Yep, it's a slide. It's a shoot. Comes out the shoot. Okay, go ahead.
So, here you go.
Give it a twirl.
Like this.
See how easy and smooth it comes out?
I feel like I'm not doing anything.
Exactly, and look at it all coming out. Isn't that
If
beautiful?
you're looking for like
Carrot, purple.
you could leave it long, but for the salads, we're cutting it.
Okay.
Because it'll fit better in the salad.
Yeah, what you can do is see how they're,
I cut them before I put them in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Imagine doing court and.
because what you can do
It
is,
work out. Yes, not.
You can take down
I want to
very
do that
easy.
eventually.
So that you're
Very
already
easy,
one.
very easy.
what I found too is it cuts better the faster you do it.
Well, this over here.
If you're a personal trainer, you can do this. There it is. See, now look at it.
So that's where you do that one. Now,
Pull it, just
we're
lift up.
going
Just gotta
to.
lift up.
I just like to look inside.
And we're gonna put this one in.
Is that
This one's my next, she's a personal trainer.
No.
what is this one side is one half?
Again, really.
Remind me when I'm asking later, Jamaican jerk, Italian, and then we got another one, like a Southwest.
Oh, okay.
And I'll take it.
Is there someone?
I think there's a little bit. There's some.
That doesn't matter. We'll just do it real quick.
Do when it gets down this far.
So we're gonna do, I'm just gonna show
You
you.
got right.
This is probably
I could have
not
cut it with a knife or something.
the size you would
Because
do
it's-
with that.
Yeah, or that works too.
That works?
That works too.
So it's like a easel here across it.
Yes. Yep. Very cool. All right, look at all these beautiful toppings. That's not the easiest way to do your radishes.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
There's not much in there, I don't think, is there?
No.
Nope. All right, I'm gonna put you back in here. Let's see, look at all our jars we're gonna fill.
This did not get used though, right?
No, it did not.
Okay.
You can if you need to.
I don't know where the rest of this goes, but I'll help you. Oh, except for our recipes, so on the fridge or they go on the shelf. Sugar goes here, okay? Olive oil just goes on the shelf.
How many goes next to you? Oh, this one,
You want to recycle?
yeah. We want to grab a label for those,
Me, my little favorite song there.
here we go.
Okay, so we've got an Italian.
Don't you? Yeah, they've been so popular, they're on back order.
I know.
I just put my order in.
And it says, but I'm doing a spiralizer challenge too, and the spiralizer's on back.
Oh, yeah. Italian, Jamaican jerk.
We have a Jamaican jerk. And, Ernie, is this one is the lemon rosemary and garlic? This one is, this one I have right here. She's got a mix of lemon, rosemary, and garlic.
Bobby Lynn, this is new, right?
Yes. Bought at the same time as my mirror.
I like the probably the Disney one.
Or it was here yesterday. when you were here.
Oh.
Okay, here's your. Are we gonna put that in here?
Yeah.
So you also take and put it in the sun, otherwise it's gonna look cool. It's probably done.
I didn't know that. Do we have the cheese grater.
Right now.
This has
And you move everybody in here. Unless you want to. Yeah.
What she said,
Next month.
next month.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but
I don't know, it seems like if you like peppers, you like all of them. Maybe.
that's what I'm thinking, you know? It's kind of like the same thing with
I
carrots.
think the other ones are super.
Yeah, green peppers have a little bit of an apple where the orange and the red tender not. If you have digestive issues with peppers, it's gonna be good.
So what do you think of that? That was pretty cool, right?
I could leave it in this
And I like that too.
Yes, you could. Just take the blades out and leave it in there. I'm just showing everything we got on the table.
green pepper.
all right.
Then when they get it, it comes like this.
Well, this is.
Okay.
Blade is on.
All right.
All right, Pete. This
Yeah, and so they have to know that. And they have to know to take this off, and they're gonna grind forever, and the thing in the bowl is gonna happen. I'm so frustrated.
You see these shoes, Stephanie?
I love those
Aren't
because
they cool?
I love our bamboo,
Yeah.
and that makes me crazy because I serve in it all the time. And then
That's it.
I
If
have
you
to
just want to
transfer
do it.
it to another bowl.
Yes. No longer do you have to do that.
demo, please.
The good thing is I don't.
Yeah, we just put it in the bowl. They come with a set of 3 sizes.
Oh my God.
I would guess that, yes.
There's a knife over there. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's gone.
And then that'll seal it, and if you want to keep it, it doesn't separate.
Don't worry about that.
Isn't that wonderful?
You know, I do like that.
Yeah, I absolutely love them.
That's for chicken.
Okay, yeah, here's another tip that I would like to tell people. It's easier to fill your jars with your hands.
Yes.
So that's what I let everybody just put gloves on your right hand if you're right-handed, and just hold your jar in your left hand and just put this one in there. All right, so have we mixed
Now, so
our,
this is why you don't do the squashes.
I like that.
They like
It's
all
all-
make sure we have
I
our
know
food
what
in
you
the
want
right
for the
station.
jar.
Yeah,
Right,
Protein.
for this purpose, it would be good.
Station 3 should be mushrooms.
but if you were getting,
Squash.
If you wanted to make pasta or something.
yeah, if you were gonna
Yeah.
put there something
Here's
like that.
raisins. And your squashes.
I love how that
Like
looks.
those
The
are the
zucchini and the,
So how far,
You're just trying everything on everything.
I know, which
you're
is
still
great.
going to think
So
about it.
that way we can just finish off, straighten them out.
Oh, yeah.
Station 2.
and all
Three
three of them.
chicken, cheese, eggs.
They were
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the list.
Of course, we still walk down the front.
So the carrot?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Different flavor.
Yeah.
You're sure it's carrots. Is it carrots? Carrots.
I like carrots.
Spring tomatoes, red onion, carrots, ready to go.
So olives need to go, olives can go here, don't you think?
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Where do you go over there?
Radishes.
No, I would put a radish where the carrots are. Yeah, right next to
You know what I did
the-
one
Are they? Okay, this wash is gonna go on here. No?
It was different cuts,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I've had it on for, the Star Wars fight that I did on.
Say it was for a song?
No.
What happened to 6 a.m.? Oh, no, I like it. I'm sorry. Not marathon.
Yeah.
Might be-
Today?
No, it's Friday.
This is 2, 3, 4,
Friday was 5K.
5 is lettuce.
Saturday.
5,
Saturday was
so there's
10.
5 or 6.
Sunday was the half.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so we need spoons or no?
You're gonna grab
Yeah, well, that works well if you just put love on. I tried this one.
Yes.
With their-
Thanks for this.
Honestly.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready? All right, Susie,
Yeah.
bring it on in here.
Screw it back in.
Who else is in there? Anybody else? Okay.
Just to use this.
Rita, are we ready?
So,
You have gloves on the table. Everybody grab your jars and let's come into the kitchen. Grab one jar at a time.
This one is not catching. I don't know.
Probably it's because of all the food. When you're doing it, like, because you're putting a lot of food and stuff in there, you gotta clean it out.
Yes, and what I find works great are these right here. These work really well for that.
Tip it down so you can see what they're doing.
That may be why I'm having trouble getting it.
Thank you.
And then on the dishwasher, now, let me show you something too. Over here is that little
Don't
ring,
tickle me,
John.
John.
That's my brand new computer.
Trust me, I'm holding it with my life.
I bet you are. The little ring on the top of this is so that it goes on the rack of the dishwasher.
Yeah.
So it's all dishwasher safe. Okay, good. Just make
Wait,
it.
wait. Bring it back.
Are you
Trying to-
gonna?
Are you teaching them the fire line?
Yeah.
You want us to go ahead and start tasting?
The other one.
No, I want to talk again about it so that I don't.
I can stop.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Thank you to my dishwasher. Okay, guys, we ready to put our jars together? All right, someone give a replay of my tips and suggestions for putting your salad together.
Dressing on the bottom.
Okay.
And then the non-soporific paper.
Okay, and how much of what do we put in? Because we have stations, you're gonna go run your
You
station.
want to fill half with all of your toppings, and then leave the next inch and a half for lettuce, and then save room to shake.
Perfect, yay! Now, see how many of you all actually do that?
Okay.
When you're filling up. So we have honey mustard, and we have an Italian, okay? If we need to make more dressing. we'll make more dressing. Oh, yeah, I would say. You'd be surprised. how far it actually goes. Okay, so here's your dressings, and you're gonna head to the table and go station 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is right here.
Do that before you pour it in.
Do you want me to hold that while you make a salad?
Yeah, that's
No, I mean, if anything, I was gonna make one and give it to a coworker, but I don't need salads. Yeah, I was gonna say, put it,
Out here.
Are the cucumbers considered?
I think so.
I am.
Following this thing very well. We're gonna go around to the table. Just-
No, we really have to do gloves on.
Yep.
Where'd they go?
There's the box of empty.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, here, I have more.
I did enough gloves.
There you
I'm having a version.
She has an aversion.
Well.
You can bring us, you can do a spoon if you'd like.
I should brought my, yeah.
Carry a spoon around.
Nah.
my card.
Do a spoon.
I understand the needs, see the request what you're doing.
All right, so station 2.
So like that?
about halfway there, so.
Carrot.
Oh, the pretty color one. Yeah.
The tomatoes are in one.
Tomatoes are in with the non-stick ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's good because it's here.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
A little bit of room for,
This is the first station.
lettuce.
You don't have any space now.
See, you didn't listen, did you? I told you. Yeah, and that's what I ask people to say, smash it.
So this is station 2.
And then it still doesn't shake.
Yeah, that's station 2. You guys are doing perfect. See, this is the other benefit.
Throw it out on the floor.
Melissa and I, without putting any dressing in, because it's not gonna conflict with the flavor of the chicken.
We do have multiple. Oh, I did check on everything yesterday. I forget it in this one.
I know, I put it in this one, because I'm making her pajamas.
It's chicken and.
Maybe the one that fills it way too much.
I want all the toppings.
Okay, that's all.
Yep, that was that one is squash.
But see, when I go to, so this would be actually. Okay, I love So I can pick them out. I never do ice cream. Yeah.
Bacon, Italian, lemon
Are we starting on dry
What? This is not dry.
Where do the eggs go now?
Wherever you want.
It's a protein. You can pick eggs, you can pick chickpeas, you can pick some dried cranberries in there.
chickpeas, sunflower seeds.
I don't need them. Whatever it is.
Afterwards, we'll all take a picture with our salads, okay?
Am I doing?
You know that you're over your halfway point, right?
I know, right? And then it won't stick out.
For me, it's not all on the floor.
Yeah, pour it out onto a plate.
Throw the greens. Because it's so much like someone will eat it.
You got your second drawer or your first?
Second.
So can I do a second drawer?
There's still plenty of ingredients.
Oh, yeah, I say make the salads until the
Make
ingredients
the
are
salad
gone.
until the ingredients are gone.
Or yours
Butter.
I won't eat all these. I'll probably eat it all. Yeah, I won't eat all these.
Yeah, I'm figuring I'm reformed, so lunch and dinner. I'm good.
Actually, that's the big part on my house.
Yeah, she's always.
You're missing.
But you know what it is, like, I eat a lot of veggies. I eat a lot of veggies.
You know that. I'll take on this around and bring in for me some garbage.
Oh, see, look, our car is sold. You know what I'm walking around with?
Like it's your baby. It's your baby.
You know, you figure, why do you have all the ingredients out? You might as well make them. Because it's not going to put us out every day.
Right, yeah.
That's purple lettuce. Whatever, there's nothing as purple lettuce.
Are you serious?
No, that's bad, Mark.
Cool, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I get a feeling it's like.
Yeah.
Like,
If you look at oh, it's just.
you don't see this.
Oh, I don't know, we finished something.
You could just do.
Yeah.
Look, I caught up.
Yeah, you did. This is a huge jar of salad.
Yeah.
You don't think it's a lot until you put it on there.
What I like about the biggest one is you just gotta be cautious.
Where is that?
It'll be there in my mouth.
You know what I mean? I'm like, look,
Like,
look,
wait,
look,
like-
look. Oh, what, we're running out of stuff. What? Jimmy!
Yeah, there's a lot. Unless you want this, Cindy, like
But
that.
I'm sorry, right here. Right here.
If I had known I was making two, I would have been doing
Cindy, I have a little bit of this.
That's okay.
I can do it for my work. But I want to take the weird, taking weird here.
Yeah, I just.
Weird carrots, you want mine, this one? No?
Oh, good.
Tricolor, weird carrots are mine.
You're so funny. She said the weird carrot.
Totally.
That's probably Italian.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's fun.
That's why I say it's most exciting lunch habit going on right now. More chicken. It really is. You get to that.
I prefer chicken cookies.
Really? I prefer cookies.
I would think I prefer
Say, I'm
I am all
macadamia nuts.
I brought those nutter butter brownies to work today. I didn't have one.
The garbage.
I'm making a coconut tres leche cake for my son's Mexican themed fiesta. There you go. Have you made that before? Yeah, like 4 times, and he just ate the last of the one I brought back from the party on Sunday.
Did you do it in the Dutch oven or did you do it in the oven?
And rice is a little higher, but probably gonna wait for the coconut tres leche.
No, it's in the season stuff.
I'm gonna just strawberry bomb on Friday.
Yeah, you gotta put more in there.
Really? I haven't made that one yet.
It
looks like it was small.
Yeah, it's a little
You
small.
can use the double recipe and do it in a large batter bowl, but the recipe calls for it to be in small.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because you don't wanna have a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing that lately. She's so good.
All at once.
I got mine because I can apples when I go to the piece of shit, so I made apple pie filling.
Yeah.
And applesauce, and applesauce, and so these ones have, and then they're alive, which you can't really see.
I've been always.
On par every time.
Well, I'm sorry, I got a video. You know what? Yeah.
My lettuce is, I got Caesar salad. I have a photo of that.
John, you like everything right here?
Yeah. You like that? Yes. He likes everything.
What? I'm sorry, did you call me leftovers?
What? Is that your middle name?
She said leftovers,
Yes. See why you need kind of, if you like these.
This one's gonna be packed full of yummies.
And then whatever's left, you can just salt it up, you know.
There you go. What do you like?
Yeah.
Where do you want me to take pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to put?
What's that? I know, right? Not keep her.
John, I have to have your own lettuce for this one. I'll fill it. It just won't be a feeling a little tall. I'm topping to load it up.
What's that? Oh, yeah, you know what? In the door of the pantry are some Ziploc bags. Just do that. That's quick and easy. Okay. We'll bring this back in. Jars everywhere. So what y'all think?
Yay.
Pretty exciting?
Yeah.
This one's done. He doesn't have dressing here anyway. I know, with all of our jars.
Yes, we will. We'll get a group shot with all of our jars. Okay, so what everybody has to do, I'm going to give you a slight assignment. I want you all to report to me what you think of your salads in a jar. Well, actually, I'm going to send a link to this YouTube video to you, and then you can comment on the bottom of the YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Let's have some fun with that.
Okay.
Pretty exciting. So then if I were doing this at a show, what I would then do when we come back like this is I do take a picture of everybody with their jars. And I come back and we talk about the tools that we use, what they thought about the tools, what they think they would use in their own kitchens, if they have any questions about them, because not everybody has been able to use the different tools, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't listen to any process that I didn't think anybody else did. So I might say to anybody else want to know anything about it, then I could tell you about it, kind of thing. Right? I give the specials of the month. Tell them what's going on with Pampered Chef and all that kind of stuff, and what we call shop and share, and then do a closing of, you know, right up from the heart and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool.
Thanks, these got you.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, no, I don't think they did either. I'm going to shut this off. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, we can have everybody hold up jars. How many jars we have? Let's count jars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 3 in the refrigerator. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 jars. We'll get John to get some.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. 18 jars of salad. Yum. So the next time you see us, we will all be lighter.